Yo, we are going to be doing watching the Destiny Showcase today. Oop. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Da-doom. Da-da. Da-da-da-da-dum. Dude, there's 105,000 people watching this. That is wild. Starts in 22 minutes. That is crazy. Hey Goku, make sure you don't tell anyone from work that I'm on. I mean, or at least don't watch it at work, I'll say that. Just stay close to home if you're watching it. Or go into a phone booth or something. Oh. Hold on. I need to check. Go to YouTube real quick or something, because I did not get audio on that. I was really... There we go.
Begins to fade.
I guess I probably should move this up.
So, you're saying Savathun was dead?
Actually, no, I'm not going to move this at all.
Our most devious adversary, the one who nearly decimated the last city from within, was dead. And the Traveler resurrected her?
I wouldn't have believed it either, but
why would she need us to recover her memories if she never lost them in the first place?
This has to be another trick. A lie to fool us into surrendering the Traveler without a fight.
This has been the Traveler's approach from the beginning. The Books of Sorrow detail many civilizations it blessed with the light, then abandoned.
Hive propaganda.
720?
Tell the same
Okay, hold on.
story. When the Witness
Hold
and
on.
its Black Fleet came to call, the Traveler moved on to our system.
Or it sacrificed itself to save humanity from the same forces. Forces which included the Hive! After all that, why would the Traveler give our worst enemy the light?
doesn't matter. I don't know why the Traveler gave Savathun the light. Maybe it has changed its mind about Guardians. Maybe it's not as infallible as we once believed. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Because I'm here to protect humanity. And if Savathun takes the Traveler, we lose our light, along with any hope for surviving the Witness's return. So, whatever it takes to stop this heist, we will do.
I'm pretty sure this is from
How do we stop this?
season 21.
I'm not sure yet.
Can't quite
but I know
remember.
where to find out.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic here a little bit. Something is going on with the
I miscalculated. So did
the
you.
old Bungie stream.
Create our most epic. So protective of your traveler that you wouldn't let me keep it safe. Safe. But the witness is coming. The game is yours to play now. Yours to win or lose. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
No. Where did her ghost go?
Guardian, I just got the message. The Traveler is back in the last city. Is it done? Is Savathun...
She's dead. But her ghost got away.
Good enough. Hold your position. The Hidden are coming to secure the remains. Good work, Guardian. You did the right thing.
Now what?
Now, we prepare for the Witness and stop the next collapse.
I just learned that the Witnesses, I think they took over the darkness. It was another civilization that the Traveler came to, and like all of them came into the Witness here.
The children of soul cry out for salvation. You promise them life, but deliver only death, as you have for so many before. Enough death. Enough life. You have no pieces left to place. The game is over. Do not be afraid. Your pale heart holds the key. This time, there is no escape.
That was the Witch Queen. Okay. Season of the Seraph. Yeah, I remember the end of this season. Crow ended up like walking away, and actually I just realized that we haven't seen much of him this season. Um, I believe that the witness here was planning to leave, or was trying to leave. Here's the Elixni.
It's happening again.
The villain from Beyond Light. Aramis, that's her name.
Don't worry. The great machine will never abandon anyone again.
Oh, because the witness, or not the witness, the traveler left the other civilization that created the witness. I think they called it the winnower, or the gardener.
It's leaving.
I was delayed.
Traveler's leaving.
That was Clovis Bray.
The Warsats.
And Aramis is trying to destroy the traveler.
Do not do this. If you care at all for our people, if there is anything left in your heart,
Make it known your pain.
Anna, it's time.
For Reese.
Love. Anna and Elsie.
Anna, look.
I wonder if Crow was upset there. Hey, look, it's my background right there.
Why? Why does it not flee?
Because
It has nowhere
else to run.
to run. At Lightfall. There you go. 10 minutes. Okay, there's a delay between the audio and the video.
Vanguard to all units. Keep the enemy away from the Traveler
Yeah.
at all cost.
Oh, this is why I haven't even been hearing.
But do not engage. Maybe engage a little.
I was listening to the YouTube stream. That's why.
Rosharnians haven't had enough yet? We haven't given them enough.
Yeah, I'm not getting any audio from here. What in the world? This is very, very, very strange. Well, YouTube it is.
What is that? The witness.
Whatever that thing is, we gotta take it down.
Oh, dude. There you go. Just because Twitch looks a little bit better, I'd love to actually, watch it on Twitch. Let me restart this. You go to Twitch. If it doesn't work by the time we actually get to the showcase, I will. That's odd. We'll go to YouTube.
They found the veil.
We're in no position to engage the enemy.
We don't have a choice.
Okay,
We're
cool.
out of time.
Osiris. Don't die.
Sweet. There we go.
No more running away. Rest now.
The uglier they are, the harder they fall, right? No? Come on.
We finally found you.
Get your ghost.
What's wrong, Osiris?
Get your ghost out of there.
Finality takes shape.
It's creating the link.
At long last.
Destroy it.
I don't blame him or us for not trying to destroy our ghosts. The hesitation there.
What just happened?
We just lost.
Losing seems like a strong word, wouldn't you say?
Zavala, come in.
I'd say losing is a bit strong.
The universe makes us all victim and perpetrator. That's infinite cruelty. You, more than any, suffer both fates. Be free.
That eyebrow is thick. Dun dun. All right. Which one are they? Oh, Season of the Deep. Okay.
You watching it on Twitch?
YouTube.
Oh, you don't want a free emblem?
I do want the free emblem. I just you have reminded me. Didn't even think about it. I mean, I did. I was also seemingly having a problem actually pulling up the stream on Twitch for some reason.
You have like several ad blocker layers?
No, I don't have any ad blockers on.
Oh, okay.
All attempts to found. Plus 250 really?
Well, and the odd thing is that I'm able to hear the ads on Twitch just fine, but the actual video itself, I can't. It doesn't show anything for me. I can't hear any of it. Yeah. Like it's just blank. So I'll at least have it in the background. I'm watching it on YouTube.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Either that or I can put it over on the side here.
GameSpot or Bungie official or what?
What?
YouTube channel.
I could send you the link here.
난 어둠 속에서 태어난 끔찍한 것들을 봤어. 매 순간 그 미래가 다가와.
Oh my gosh, where are we?
The music. Ready? Dad, are you ready? On your dudes.
여기서 시작된 건 내 미래가 아니야. 너의 미래지.
전투에 출동. Alright, game over. Credits.
I don't know why the audio is not working on Twitch.
Holy crap.
About time we go to the main.
Is that a darkest ship behind Okora?
Sir Happy Eris is back.
우린 너의
구원이다.
Wait.
Why is it in
명심.
Japanese?
빛과 어둠의 경계가
It wasn't earlier.
함께 건너가자.
This got me feeling things.
Oh, it's Korean apparently. Everyone in chat's like, what the hell?
I think they're just showing like the areas, the things that it's available in. So, but it has been in English most of the time.
What is he doing? No way.
Oh my god, Ross.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I
YouTube's
can
behind
remember.
Twitch apparently.
They're a core part of
But
Oh
what
yeah, it
I
is.
who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive.
Yeah, it's definitely behind. I just don't hear Twitch at all. I don't know if you did, but
New adventure.
Oh, let me see.
Heroes awakened on a desolate
Oh, I
planet.
hear Ardu, yeah.
oh,
Silent
okay.
God
I couldn't
set
hear
in
it.
our sky.
I don't know why.
And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others an entire elite squad.
Bros.
They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into this world and together meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions.
That looked like
Now, together,
a little subtle,
we approach the final shape.
subtle call to Crota's
We're
end.
about to embark on the last expedition.
That's how you started out. You jumped into a big hole.
So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will be
That's what she said.
And what awaits you on the other side of this trek is
Wait, where's
nothing
Tom?
less
Isn't he
than
supposed to
the
be watching?
deadliest entity we have ever
Oh,
faced.
I literally just talked
There will
about
be
you,
no
Tom.
open betas.
Hello, motherfuckers.
Hello.
You watching yet?
Telling you how to handle
Yeah, I just got it up now. I literally just
Whether
finished
you've been
work.
with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world. A vacuum-sealed experience begging for you
Where's my
to be
fucking
the
mouse
first
gone, bro?
person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth.
Can you guys hear me?
And adventure.
Yeah.
Yes. But
legit.
what's... Oh, it's the beginning.
Shut up now.
of Destiny. Never mind.
Ooh, teasers.
This looks like the Cosmodrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. D1.
After all these years, we never talked about it.
Ooh, the why?
Why I brought you back.
Oh, what armor's that?
So why did you bring me back, motherfucker?
Why you were chosen.
Oh, that's
Whoa,
probably final
what?
shape armor. Never mind. Makes
This
sense.
looks like a new area.
Yeah, it does. It looks cool as shit.
What? It's Vault of Glass.
Oh wait, that's
Well,
Vault of Glass,
this
yeah.
is Vault of Glass. Yeah, no, the previous area.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a new area.
Yeah.
I just didn't recognize it.
I didn't know then. It was just a feeling.
Right.
But I know now.
Whoa.
After all we've seen,
Are you talking through your computer?
Ooh.
all we've lost,
Yeah, I think so. Maybe actually, one sec.
this fight might be our last.
There's Cade.
So I'm asking you one last time.
Test.
There we go. That's nice. That's better.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
My headset. I didn't change the input.
Interesting. Was that a super?
Oh, what the fuck? An axe?
Oh, there it is. You called that out yesterday.
I always thought about
Nice.
axes as weapons.
Big ass axe is cool.
Bro.
How do I get the emblem? Do I have to watch this shit for half an hour?
Yeah.
Half an hour on Twitch.
Alright, cool. I'm on Twitch.
Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape is the conclusion to
subscribe or
that
something?
journey. This is a moment in gaming that, as a developer, you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest
I
threat
echoing?
that the universe
No.
has ever seen in this
Legit.
big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect
Is the audio weird for
every
you
living
guys?
thing in the universe
No.
from what the Witness intends to do.
It sounds kind of robot-y for me. Maybe it's just my headset.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the pale heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for a show.
Ooh, that is cool as fuck.
The Witness has. the
Okay, yeah,
darkness.
this
It
is
has
this
always
is
had a
the
connection
inside
to
the
it.
Traveler.
The pale heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
Yeah.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
Oh shit.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're going to need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together.
That almost looks like a new Titan super with the axe.
Yeah, a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In the final shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala, Ikora, our Ghost, get to reconnect with Cade 6. So, like, while there's this great conflict and everything going on around us and stakes of just unimaginable heights, it's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
Yo.
In the final shape.
Oh,
we're
that's
going through
tower.
The portal that the Witness has
Look at the
opened
tower.
up
That was the first
to
tower.
confront it and
That's
stop the
D1
final
tower.
shape. Inside the Traveler is this infinite, vast, unknowable. And we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a
Oh, I know
fraction
the song.
of really what is inside the Traveler.
It speeds up. Get ready for song
The
increase.
Pale Heart is
Oh
weird.
fuck, the Pale Heart is weird.
It's a
Hey,
little
come Blaze.
strange. It makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. And it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
Oh, dude, this is a callback to D1. A lot of it.
As it saw on your journey.
So
not the colors, but
One
just
of the
some of the
memorable
environments.
Palace from Destiny's Past is the
Yep.
D1 tower.
Yep, D1 tower.
It's really a labor of love from the Destiny team. The final shape
You
means
guys are
so
like
much
7 or
to
still 5
everyone
seconds
who's building
behind.
it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done. I would
Yeah,
love
it's
it
a
if
solid
players
5 seconds.
felt that they began their journey in a place
What
of
delay?
safety.
Yeah, I'm watching it on YouTube because YouTube. I'm watching it on YouTube because Twitch. I couldn't hear any audio.
There is this
And I don't know why.
On Twitch, it seems alright now.
They see things that are more and more wrong.
Have you got
as they
Twitch
begin to
open
go
still
towards
so
the
you can
Yeah,
Witness's model.
yeah, I got it
It's
open
kind of
so I
this
can.
omnipresent, foreboding thing
Or
off
babble.
in the distance.
The weirdest
Oh shoot! I didn't mean to do that.
things happen as you get
Blade
closer
Runner.
to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The
It's
sense
like
of
Val.
scale you get out there, like as you're
Yeah.
exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped
Or at least,
cuboids of Earth.
One of those darkness
As a
ships.
guardian, you feel alone.
Yeah.
You feel like you are not the force to be reckoned with that you have been. You're
There's
not
a
the
lot
God
of
Slayer
pre-alpha
right now. You're
footage
just
in
this
here.
little
Jesus.
person
Yeah, I
jumping
know.
from these massive pieces
Some of
to
it is
massive
creepy as
pieces.
fuck.
Yeah, this looks super creepy.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the
It's like
Subjugators.
a mini tormentor.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Subjugators are the
And
new
Wood
unit
Strand.
you're going to be facing in the final shape. They
Oh.
have an enhanced power set. They're performing stasis
course,
powers
darkness.
and strand powers to face the Guardian, while in support of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield, which
I
is
will.
kind of this
Oh, that's Dreaming City.
control.
They're
Blind
back
well
there
entrance.
pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you in place, tangling you up.
We're focusing you on the campaign and only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need
Is it a
the
campaign
help
and
with
just a
our
campaign?
allies,
So do you
and
think
we're
there
going
won't be
to
like
make sure
a
that the core
seasonal
Vanguard
quest
team
line in the
gets
background?
together,
They're just
Zavala
focusing
and
on
Ikora
something
and
else at the
Cade.
moment.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination, and so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
The campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final
I think-
mission.
Yes,
the raids
that's what we
are
want.
where
The
you
raids to
defeat
be the
like
end.
the big bosses. So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need
clearly
to
that
rally all
tower battle's
guardians
the raid or
to be able to overcome
I don't-
the
it-
final shape and the witness.
Oh, it could be that, yeah.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to
Oh,
have
that's cool as fuck.
new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We want
Oh,
to
yeah.
create something that turns you into an
Oh, yeah,
offensive
wow.
powerhouse.
The
but
new
also
supers.
Can benefit
Yeah,
your
new supers.
allies
But
and
for the
support them.
existing
There
sandbox.
is this thread of
For
team
and
play
it seems
and,
like it's only for
working
the
with
light
your friends to
subclasses.
overcome the
Mhm.
odds.
Yeah, that axe was a super, Blake. You're right.
So it is a void.
Yep.
Axis
The
void.
Warlock
Got it.
Super
That makes
is
sense.
its
Why the
ultimate
color was that?
expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a
First person
callback to
super.
Radiance from D1.
Other than Golden Gun, this is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all these projectiles going off, doubling the amount
that's
of
cool.
projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces off.
That's kind of
and goes to
interesting.
another one.
That's some
And
cool fantasy.
you're so overflowing with this energy that you are also giving it to your allies, allowing them to have their solar weapons supercharged, applying Scorch when they're shooting.
The new Solar Warlock aspect.
Interesting.
When I cast my Rift,
Yeah,
it is
Solar
going
Soul.
to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it
Yay.
launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes. And
Wait,
sparks.
but that's not the.
feels very alive.
Is that the super? But they were talking about the super
No,
earlier.
That's an
Twilight
the Solar Soul's an aspect.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game. The Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it.
Oh,
And
finally
when
a
these axes fly through
ranged.
the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void
gonna put me
gravity
up for
thing where they
DPS, I reckon.
suck a bunch of energy.
I doubt
and
it. I
enemies
think
in
it's
and
an
then
ad clear
explode.
super.
But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks
No way.
around. And
You
you,
can pick
and
up
your
the
Oh, that's
allies can just
cool.
pick up that
That's
axe and
cool.
start wailing
I like
on
that.
enemies with it.
That's cool.
This super is insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect,
Fuck,
I
my Twitch
press
stream's
and hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The
Twitch
more
that's
damage
cool.
it takes, the more
My
it
Twitch froze.
charges up, and
Don't even
then
know it's
I
cool,
can
Blake.
release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
I can turn my grenade into a shield that I can then like throw.
Super.
Arc is all about finding the
that's
shortest distance between 2 points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife and throws it across the world, and then is able to blink to its position through the slash that just decimates anyone nearby.
Hunter gets
One really great
another
thing about
great,
that is not just
great looking
you do it
super.
once, but you're able to do
No.
it 3 times.
Kinda confusing
No,
to
along with
understand it.
devastating
too.
attacks each time you do
They
it.
can throw us. They can
hunter
like
has an
throw their
aspect. We
super and then
take our
teleport
staff,
to
we
that
twirl it in the air,
super.
which propels us upward.
Ridiculous.
It
Oh,
creates
that's
this
cool.
burst, which amplifies you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves. It like takes that sandbox to the next level.
The more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know? Like that instantaneous, like
That was good, but I think it's more like. You know?
I like it. I like it.
No, my YouTube is loading.
Yeah, my Twitch just crashed.
Ah!
They're only talking right. Oh, what the?
Instantly
Yep.
unlock telesation.
There's
with
a
the
new
punch.
The intriguing
exotic.
property
Mhm.
of adapting your Guardian's current
Damn it.
damage
I'm
type.
gonna buy
This
it
will be
now.
the first
Instant
time that you
unlock,
can
just like
run a
Quicksilver.
weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout. Tessellation has the additional property that you can special
They're just talking
reload
about the
to
talk-
Yeah.
reshape
That's nothing
your
too
grenade
crazy to think
I got
and
it pulled
suck
back
into
up.
the weapon. and then fire out a super destructive.
Oh, I'm in time with Twitch now,
It's a
though.
really special weapon.
What's the one
My Twitch is
specific
well behind my
exotic that I
YouTube.
can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons, but really turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring
you can't buy
Vostok
Finals
into
Shape
the
yet.
fold.
The Red
It's
Death
after you can
exotic
pre-order it
pulse
after
rifle.
the
And
stream
Dragon's Breath.
finishes.
Yeah. That
We're
is,
in the
I
world,
can't
we're in
remember
all.
what that gun was called, that rocket launcher, but that was a
In the final
D1
shape, we
rocket
have
launcher.
new weapon
Death
subfamilies coming,
Evelyn saying
broadening what
apparently.
existing weapons can
Or
be.
Dragon's Breath?
Really,
I don't know.
bordering on
Can't
exotic
remember. It could be
functionality.
Dragon's
So,
Breath.
for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo sidearms. This fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard.
Interesting.
With AoE damage. They have a mixture of regular weapon and rocket launcher stats. We're also doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
Ooh, what's this area too? Oh, inside the trailer.
The weapons
Yeah.
team is always coming up with new ideas. We've got a ton of new cool stuff coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
At the end of the exotics.
Over the next few years, he
Take a
said.
load off. We've got a lot to cover. This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent.
Oh, he has his old memories.
This is great.
Interesting.
Anyone wanna
Oh,
hide?
no. She shared the
Get
story.
your rock off my map. Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
So he has his personality, but not his memories. Gotcha.
Well, better get back to it.
I hope he's a
Initial D2 trailers are so cool.
yeah. I hope he's a
In this
little
moment
more
where we're driving
serious.
to the end of the Light
Yeah,
and Darkness saga.
it's
great
quite
to
a
see Cade,
serious
like return
situation.
to this world
Yeah.
at this moment with all
I
this
mean,
change
he needs
about
to be the comedy
culminate
relief,
with this
but
confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cade here alongside his friends to finish the job.
interesting.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to just see him
Nice.
slip back in the role, like, without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings.
Ikora was
to
about
that
for like
group.
one
I think
season
it's
in
gonna
Witch
be
Queen,
great
and
for
that was
them.
it.
Yeah, literally.
At least we have each other.
He
We want
took
people to take
charge,
away that
and we did
sense
all the
of
work.
reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
Ace's face was cool. Armor doesn't look too bad, actually.
Oh, is this how super progression?
Guardian, the Witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with her sister.
Oh shit, they're gonna resurrect something.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
Will you come back from this? Do not be afraid.
This is the current season. Yeah, there's Imaru.
There's going back.
Wait,
Wait,
this
Eris
isn't
becomes Savathun? Hybrid?
Shit, Eris becomes Zivura.
Wow. Is it Zivu or is it?
Savathun, actually.
It is Savathun.
It's possible she's just a temporary form for Savathun.
But that doesn't make sense. She still has her ghost.
And open the way to our
No?
Yeah, Savathun still has her ghost.
Interesting.
The ghost is still alive.
Oh, I see. Well, he probably needs her body in order to resurrect her, and we probably just don't trust him yet.
Fight in my name, Guardian.
He can't just res from nothing. He needs to have the OG body.
Those cards.
It's definitely not a Crota's End mechanic. None of this is Crota's End. But it definitely gives credence to Crota's End coming back as a thing. Dude, that was cool.
Let us show her
How much cool as
what it is.
Well, look, I'm gonna assume these aren't like weapons that we get, these are all like artifacts that we get to use.
You have sounded the horn
I don't-
There's a lot of like hive looking shit.
deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Season of the Witch. See, I don't understand why Eris needs to become Savathun, because Savathun's
probably temporary.
We've been
It's not
annihilating
final.
and breaking
I
hive
think
spells,
Jim's
and now
right.
we
Like,
finally get to
obviously,
cast
they
them.
don't want to
At the end of Season of the Deep, we
resurrect
learn
her
that
and her
Savathun
body with
has
her
the key
ghost,
to
so
getting into the
I
portal
guess-
that we
channeling
need to go
her
into.
to try and keep
That means
some
we
kind
have to
of
go
form of
find
control.
Imaru, her
Sure,
ghost. Imaru's
but
like,
I
not
don't
so
understand how
fast.
the
We've gotta
Guardians
figure
have
out
that
him first.
power to do
And
that,
bigger
because
problem's name
Savathun
is
has a
Eris.
ghost,
If we
and
fight
her ghost
she
could
only gets stronger.
just bring her
Eris has an
back.
idea.
Like
It's
the
a
like the
really-
ghost brings us back,
It's
right?
a wild ass
It's
idea.
an Eris power. Eris is corrupted by hive.
Well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We wanted to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
That's
I'm
cool.
such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to
Basically
like,
the
bring that
roguelike
element
stuff from
into
last
Destiny
season
gameplay
on
has just
Neff.
been like, oh, it's just,
Yeah, oh,
it's really fun.
That's very cool. This is a cool area.
So we've got two brand new seasonal activities coming
you can
with
build your
Season
own
of the
deck of
Witch.
cards, which
We've
gives
got
you
Altars of
buffs, clearly.
Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun. The Altar of Summonings activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a
still hear me?
3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a
Ooh,
home
look, a fusion
for
rifle.
any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the Exotic Mission Rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the content the fans and players of Destiny love the
Obscura
most.
sucks.
The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every
I
time we
didn't
put a
like
mission
it.
inside of that rotator,
That was funny.
the exotic that comes
I love
alongside of it will become craftable.
Presage. I've completed like 15 times solo. It was so easy and fun.
With Season of the Witch, we have a brand new Vex.
They've got the Season of the
lo-fi
Haunted
PvP
Weapons
map
back to
coming.
press
It's really
as well, which
exciting.
I
It's
still
got
need
a
some
bunch
plans
of
for.
really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focused the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the flow of the map is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around.
I like
There's
this.
also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass, we've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we've got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, so you're gonna be reaping Guardians with that thing.
Cool.
It's a lot
That's
more
cool.
tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push.
Oh, right, so
for
you can do
victory.
this on any map.
I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty Hyvey this season, obviously. There's something in the air. And so when thinking about like what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit
here we
this
go.
very Hyvey season, there's only one answer.
Leviathan.
We assume it's Crow's End.
Yeah.
I have seen what the Hive call
Yep.
a god.
There we go. Crota's End.
Leak was correct then.
Yep.
Isn't this really short though?
It is technically 4 encounters.
Ooh, the armor!
Oh, the armor be glowing and shit.
That's cool. This armor looks new.
Only a true
Oh, and Necrochasm. There's Necrochasm.
Yeah, you get Necrochasm back.
Nice.
Well, everyone knows exactly what armor they're gonna be chasing and wearing
Oh,
now.
that's a little different. This is not different. I just hope DPS changes. All right.
Did you do Crota's End?
Huh?
Did you do Crota's End?
Yeah. Yeah.
10 a.m. PDT, so 6 a.m. for 6 p.m. for us.
Yep.
Heading into the final shape, we really
I
want
expect
to
that we'll
rally
probably
the
break it up
Guardians at
into
the end of the
2
Light of
tries.
Darkness saga. We want to reduce
Yeah.
those
Oh, yeah,
power
100%.
barriers
Well,
as
we did
well
last
as
time.
catch
Yeah.
people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy
Oh,
time
UX
connecting
UI,
with
here
other
we go.
players.
I think that's what they meant.
In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand, and also lowering the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level.
That's
the
cool.
person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others close to their power level, which
That's
means
nice.
that there's no barriers really for
that's
any other
legit.
guardian to join you in this high level
That
content.
means that I can do less work and rely on Tom and Oz to bring me up to power level.
Regardless of the power level of you and the rest of the people in your fire team.
Fire Team Finder is the new feature
Alan
that's
is actually
coming in
even higher
season
than me,
23,
so it'll be
aimed
Alan.
at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well,
said season
this is
23.
my play style. I'm really chill.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm
next
Oh,
season.
yeah.
sweat.
The
I'm just
LFG
really
stuff
here to
is,
have a good
is
game.
23.
Exactly.
Tags
Today's
really allows
22.
players to
Yeah.
show a little bit more personality.
I mean,
show a little bit
23
more about
releases
what they're
today.
about. I think what's really
No,
great
no.
about it
Today's
is
22.
with this
What?
launch, we're
Today's
also
22.
looking at
It is?
including inclusion tags.
As an
22nd
example,
is
one
on the
of the
22nd
inclusion
day.
tags that we have are
I
for
got my drop.
colorblind players. Hopefully, the inclusion tags will
You got
bring
it?
players
No.
closer to finding
Wow,
their
an icon,
community
yeah.
and even closer to the people that they're playing with.
Oh, there we
so
go. It
once
just never
a
popped
listing
up.
goes
Too much
live,
people.
players will
Well,
be
I
put
claimed
into
it.
a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other.
Which queen
So
was
we
dropped
wanted to
on
make
2,
it as
meaning
convenient and
February,
as easy as
22
possible
the
for
day,
players to
22
not
the
just
year.
sit and
Season
stare at a
22
screen for
drops
a
on
long
the
time while their
22nd.
listing actually fills
Okay.
out.
Continuing
As
the
a gamer
twos
who's
for
typically
Savathun.
more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection.
Well, it is nice that I guess power level is becoming less and less
Coming out today
relevant.
that
I
I'm
kind of hope they just take it
incredibly
out
excited about is
at
timeline
this point.
expansions. Essentially, what we have done is we've went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story.
That's
We're going
good.
to
That's kinda
have
cool.
a mission
Yeah.
for Forsaken, mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
Oh, okay, no.
The neat thing about
It's
these
not cool.
missions
I was
is they're
hoping
not
to
going
go
to be
further
like
back from
one-to-one for
Forsaken.
how you would experience them in the campaign.
I'm sure they'll
You're
add
also
them
going
if
to
they
get
aren't there from
additional
the beginning.
pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
Drifter
A
and
really big
Beyond
one
Light,
that's really
I have no
timely
idea why he
for
was
Final
there.
Shape is Cade's last stand
No,
from
right,
Forsaken.
They just wanted to include him, like, oh yeah, see, we're using this character, and
We
he
need
never
to know
got used.
characters.
This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those players to jump right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of their power level.
I hate the hype that always gets brought in with Bungie's announcements. Because then, like, you want to play it real bad, and then
We're reaching the
3
end of
weeks
this,
in, you're
this
bored.
10-year journey. What comes
Yeah,
next?
literally.
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes.
Interesting.
So the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after the final shape.
There's 3 seasons
And the
instead of
theme
4,
for the year is
basically.
going to be all
That's
about
nice.
the consequences and aftermath of the final shape.
That's
I think
nice.
what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new
The Echo
weapons,
starts in
new artifact
March.
mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions. coming
yeah,
up where there'll be
right
new
after the
story
final
moments
shape.
in every single one of these acts.
Each
We're
act
actually
is a whole
providing
month, basically.
more cinematic styled experiences throughout the final shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience, whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
Interesting.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about
Yeah, it's
change
throwing me off for sure.
frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides
Taking
the
the,
team with a platform
the
to go
Telltale
much deeper
approach.
into the themes and fantasies and story of
The
any
thing with it
individual
being
episode as compared to
like
the seasons you
interchangeable,
know
you can
of
play whatever
today.
whenever. It
I'm so excited
makes
to
it
see what
sound
the
like very
narrative team
surface
can
level.
do with this kind of new platform of storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to
It's
engage
headbutt effect.
with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
I think this is setting up for more Destiny after the final shape.
What makes a guardian?
I think everyone was expecting that it would be the end, and it might be like Destiny 3, or they might, you know, Destiny Infinity or Destiny the Universe or something like that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
By something greater than ourselves.
Wouldn't be surprised if they announced like an anime when they
Well, they are
release the
making a
final.
TV show.
Yeah, they are making TV show. I mean, that's pretty clear when Sony acquired them.
Into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
all of us. Every Titan.
No,
Every warlock.
no new subclass. I'm a little surprised.
They probably teased it in a like panoramic shot or something, and that's it.
Possible.
Sacrifice leads to death. The line between light and dark is so.
Oh, I'm so tired of that line.
Let's cross it together.
Crow. No one cares about Crow. Don't show me Crow.
There are things
I wonder if
out
Crow
in the
gets to meet
dark
Cade.
that only the
But
dark
Cade wouldn't
can
remember.
overcome.
But Crow would.
Trust me.
You've heard the stories.
Well, we don't know if
Traveler's sacrifice.
Cade technically wouldn't remember.
Of darkness descending
Well,
upon
from the trailer they have
humanity.
shown, he was being informed of his past.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yep.
This time, there is no escape.
Yeah, I wonder if Exo Stranger is going to be no more.
She says to call her Elizabeth now.
Oh, my bad.
It's going to be an exciting year for
That's
Guardians.
fine, but you can call me Ghost.
We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians, with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness
I don't know
saga.
if I like the switching to
These
episode
first
naming.
episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content. I can't wait to see you all in the Throne World as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Going back to the Throne World.
I was gonna say something earlier, but I can't remember what I was gonna say.
That'll be episodes.
Yeah, I think that the way that the reason that they're doing the episodes instead of seasons is that they wanted to do that during this year, and it just was a colossal failure that they're changing to doing episodes versus seasons. I also think it gives them a little more flexibility because they can create probably the same amount of content, or maybe even maybe have more time to spend on the content, because
One last time.
I think it gives them a little more flexibility, because then instead of trying to create 4 chunks worth of content, they only need to create 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Year one of Destiny 2.
You can put more stuff into it.
Collector's edition reveal. Am I gonna be buying this? Am I buying the collector's edition for the final shape? Probably.
Do it.
Probably gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna do it.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and
Let's see what's in it.
recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1
It's gonna have,
tower.
like, Ace of Spades
We
in it or
really
something.
try to
That's
work
cool.
hard at thinking about 10 years of
Ooh, that is
Destiny
cool.
and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think having it
be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player.
I think I'm gonna have to get this.
Playing Destiny all the way to now.
Kind of sucks. There's no paint
The
job on it. It's
tower,
just silver.
It's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call home.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors
Look like chibis.
that accompany that architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises.
Bros of
We're
Honor
always
and
trying to
Ikora
push
look
the
exactly the
envelope.
same.
And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic
Just
locks
bold
and
figures.
sound effects, lights.
And why is there
just
only
sort
room
of
for
make this
one of them?
Experience
That means
as
two
a
of them are
whole,
not there.
Really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
I think I'm gonna have to get that.
That's the only thing that counts with the collector's edition.
That all that is?
Slim pickings.
Well, that's probably the. There's probably
Except
more
for-
than just that.
27th of Feb is release date.
227.
227.
27. Oh, I know when to book annual leave for next year. That's all I needed to know was when I need to take my time off.
That'll be fun. I'm sure Matt and I are gonna play through the entire campaign like we did, like we have for the last 3 expansions, or last 2 expansions.
Yeah, I'm sure me and us are gonna do the same thing.
You guys get about halfway through and then you stop, and then when you come back online, Daz and I are just getting off.
Literally, yeah, it's like 4 a.m. or something. Yeah, you guys go hard through the whole thing.
Well, it's one of those.
That's the problem with it dropping at 5 p.m. for us as opposed to like in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last two times it was just kind of like, hey, what are you feeling? He's like, oh, I'm gonna play through until I finish. And I was like, okay, well, I'm.
Well, let's fucking do it.
Let's do it.
Right, do I care about the post show or should I do some work? I'll watch the post show for a minute. It's gonna be interesting.
Post shows, the first few minutes are never the interesting parts.
Yeah, I know. I don't need to watch this on Twitch anymore, so I can close my Twitch. Claimed it. And my YouTube's behaving a lot better than my Twitch is. I mean, it was cool, like...
Yeah.
End is cool, like new supers is cool.
Yeah.
Like a few new archetypes of weapons is cool.
Yeah.
Like the support auto rifle and stuff. There's nothing crazy in it blowing me away. I think it'll just be one of those things where like as more details get released.
Yeah.
I will say that I am a little disappointed that it is Crota's End coming back, just because there's really only one boss fight in that entire raid, and it's the final one.
I mean, I guess it's kind of the same with Vogue, right? Like Vogue Glass, like you got Atheon then, but that's really it. Like,
Well, you have the Templar.
Does that count? Like Templars?
It's a boss fight, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it counts as a boss fight, but you don't even need to do the mechanic because you can just melt it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's more because of power creep, if that's because when you're playing on day 1 mode, you know, like you won't be able to just melt the boss, but the other thing that we do have to take into consideration, and it kind of depends on what the rest of the group wants to do. In order to get the day 1 completion, we need to do it on like regular. We have to do it twice, yeah.
Do it on you do it on contest mode, and then you do it on challenge mode, right?
Correct.
So like, yeah, so the first one run through is like really difficult, and then the second run through is really difficult, plus you have to do each encounter's main challenge.
And you don't know
to
the
try
time
it,
to
like
trial and error.
if we complete the contest mode quick enough that we've got time, then yeah, fuck yeah. Like, I mean, that's the only way to get the emblem ultimately, so.
Yeah, it's one of those things of like, I don't know if we want to spend time like I'm sure there are going to be slight mechanic changes from the original.
Yeah, but we're not going to want to spend time figuring the mechanics out.
Yeah.
We're going to want to pre-know the mechanics so that we can get through, right? Like, that's kind of... It's not like it's going to be...
I have a good idea of what the mechanics are already. I'm sure Jim's going to be in the boat of, I want to figure it out.
Well, we'll see. I don't have my mind made up yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I already know I'm 100% will watch some YouTuber's video on like what the old Crota End mechanics were, just so I have an idea.
It might be pointless for me to watch a video because the mechanics are guaranteed to be different, even if they exist. Like the oracles in Og, like they existed, but you weren't supposed to shoot them. You're supposed to shoot them in a certain order or whatever.
Yeah.
So like they did change it. So it's like if I learn the specific mechanics of a raid, my mind's going to be looking for that, and then it's not going to be like that. So it's like
Well, I mean, but you can get a good idea of what it's going to be ahead of time.
Welcome to the post-show stream.
No, I agree.
My name is
that's
Taylor
what I
Liz.
wanna do.
I am a Destiny 2 player and content creator. I'm excited to be here live at Bungie. We're gonna have 2 segments for you today. A little later in the show, I'll be playing through the brand new Season of the Witch content with my good friend Pika Peach.
No, I agree.
Right now, let's sit down with Bungie developers to talk more about what we just saw and what's next for the future of Destiny 2. Pika, over to you.
Thank you so much, Taylor. My name is Pika, and I'm also a content creator and Destiny 2 fan. You can often find Taylor and I playing together in some sort of challenge in-game. I'm beyond honored to be sitting down with everyone here today, so let's do some more introductions.
Maybe we should do some women, man.
Thank you, Pika. It's great to have you here. Hi, my name is Cosmo. I'm the lead community role here at Bungie, and my role is supporting our amazing community team and all the great work they do, helping prepare weekly check-ins and sending info out to our players. I'm going to be teaming up with Pika today.
It didn't really hit as hard for me as
asking some of these guys some questions
and
go over some of the things we didn't get to cover in the showcase.
Weapon crafting and glaives.
Yeah, I'm Dan McAuliffe. I'm the general manager for Destiny 2.
And then, like,
and that mostly means that I get to support all the amazing talent that makes this game. So thanks for sitting down with us today.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what they have revealed. We know we're getting a new Darkness super that they did not reveal.
Doing the intro, I was hiding behind a pillar for the last 10 seconds, so y'all can like roll back the VOD and see if I did a good job or not.
Awesome. So let's get into some questions. As a player, what are you guys most hyped about regarding the final shape and beyond? Anything specific you can call out?
For me, I'm really excited about the story. I mean, this is going to be like the epic conclusion to the Light and Darkness saga. Players are finally going to get to go into the Traveler, confront the Witness. Like the stakes have never been higher. I'm just really excited to get to watch everybody play it out as soon as they can. Can we make it live right now?
I don't think so.
I tried. Anyway, what about you, Dan?
Oh, for me, I mean, it's a lot about the supers, right? Like, I just think we have this ability with these supers coming out to shift the meta in a really exciting way. And I just haven't played through them and got some hands on them. Sorry, like no spoilers, but like I think they're gonna play in all parts of the game. So I think you're going to see these in the campaign. Obviously, we're going to see these in PvP.
Assuming that they'll end up including like Lucent Hives
achievement of our Guardian's journey in a lot of ways.
So I'm
really excited to see the final product.
Trying to think of what else they would include.
For me, I guess it's maybe surprising. It's the weapons.
I bet they'll include some hive symbols.
We make a lot
That'll
of
probably be
on
a change.
Too, right? Yeah. And so why are we excited about the weapons this time?
Wasn't the last
really looked and said,
we got?
What's core to Destiny? Right?
So like the
Destiny's at its best
that was
when you're
before
getting
there
a
were
bunch of new
Lucent Hive,
weapons,
though.
and those weapons are so exciting
Right?
that they are making it onto your character right away. They're, like, changing the way you play. So
yeah, because it came out last year. No, that's not true. Lucent Hive came out with the Witch Queen, so King's Fall could have seen Lucent Hive, but it didn't. Maybe it was too soon. I don't know.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made too much
sense.
What's
a support auto rifle? We've made guns that heal
Oh,
before.
but then
We've made exotics to do it.
wouldn't
Well,
that
if we do it
mean
in
the
a
same thing for
legendary,
Crotosan,
what needs to be
narratively?
different about
Well,
it so we can
I mean,
make
I think that they'll end up putting like
as
symbols in
useful to a
there,
fire team as someone bringing Gallahorn. It
and
feels as useful
Lucent
as
Hive,
someone,
because I think
you
it
know, bringing
complicates
divinity,
things
right?
just
We
a
know
little
that's the
bit.
bar that we have to hit. So we're looking at a bunch of different things and saying, okay, we're gonna
But
make these guns.
like
we're gonna
even
make
like
them matter, right? We're gonna go out and you're gonna
There
get
are
awesome
champs, though,
stuff
in
on,
King's Fall when you go
the
master.
Pale Heart. I think we showed.
Well,
a little
yeah,
bit
I
of
wouldn't.
just, like,
I would
this
expect
sweet-
there to be
feels like a
champions.
deck of cards.
Oh,
you
sorry,
go back
yeah,
and watch the
confused the two, sorry.
footage.
but like even for
and so I think we're really just trying to hit that
King's
core,
Fall, like
we're a loot game, right? Like
the
loot should be awesome.
killing the
Yeah, well, me too. So
like the
speaking of
Taken
pale
Knight
heart,
at the beginning,
reveal,
that was a new
it was said in
mechanic.
the reveal that the
That
pale
wasn't there
heart
before.
destination is the first linear
Reading, that
destination
changed
ever
a little
done.
bit.
So can you talk us through why it was decided to make it more
Let's
linear
see.
destination?
Golgoroth was
I know what it means.
almost essentially the same.
I'm not sure how many folks have been algebra recently.
The sisters, the sisters and Oryx changed only a little bit in the sense that you didn't need all 4 people on their plates. You only needed you needed 2 people, but you also had to do that 3 times.
And then from those areas, there's little offshoots.
That was a little different too.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean,
for going
it'll be interesting to see. I think like if it is short and there isn't really too much going on, it'd be interesting to see if they do just add a whole new encounter.
What if you were an alien, you landed on Earth,
and
the only part of Earth
I don't think that I would. What like something that I could see changing in like the second encounter is without giving away any mechanics would be something like
needs to feel
you're
going somewhere important.
You have to
a knowable place.
Like typically we'd stand on well
got the portal.
In order to like build the bridge, you might have to read a particular symbol and go that way around the bridge or something like that, or have like a third person, go activate the symbol in order to cross the bridge or something to that effect. So I could see something like small like that being involved, but obviously we'll see. I expect that like a majority of the mechanics would end up staying the same, and they would just add like a small modifier in there.
Yeah, and add boss
Super different.
Like the DPS checks are always savage.
Well, because even the way that you did damage against Crota will probably change because the way that you did damage in D1 didn't, I guess it made sense in D1, but for D2 it just won't. It would be so boring.
Involve like the hive swords.
It did involve it did involve a hive sword. Well, so the D1 mechanics for Crota, the D1 mechanic for Crota was the same. How do I say this? The D1 mechanic for Crota was the same as the D1 mechanic for King's Fall, where you wouldn't do damage with your weapons. You would do damage with something else.
So you like in Oryx, you have to detonate the bombs to do damage to him, right?
Right. Well, so in D2, you detonate the bombs to stun him, and then you do damage with your weapons.
You do damage, rather than the bombs actually doing damage.
Yes. Yeah. So I would expect that would be like a change for Crota.
Yeah. That makes sense. Because otherwise, it just could be dry, bro.
Oh man, when I tell you, when we did like so they had like a normal and master version in D1, and for Crota, the best mechanic is you would get your entire fire team to sit on a window seal and like the edge of this window seal and shoot at the boss in order to stun him, and then you'd have your character come up and do damage, and the goal there was just to avoid as much fighting as possible. Which was, I was like, this is how we've organized ourselves.
Who's there?
So who's been there? I'm looking forward to day one.
The witness.
I'm still looking forward to it.
Yeah, chilling right there. We're trying to knock on the door. We don't know how to get inside.
See how it goes. I think the final shape raid
eventually, and so. It's got this both really unique.
We are going to fight the witness in the raid.
A bunch of the geo looks like stuff that you've never seen before.
I'm happy that the final boss is coming through a raid. That's going to be nice.
Hell, maybe
that's what I always liked about
crazy Destiny surrealness.
Technically, the end of the story was
and then there are these accents.
Like the story, the one like a DSC,
crazy heavenly beach. You see this giant ghost carved into a mountain, or you see the D1 tower erecting out of it.
And that kind of
we're really excited to sort of give people this like,
what did it wrap up and complete
experience that still feels really new.
So amazing. So when you kill or don't kill, but what's the chick's name? The chick who freezes at the end of the campaign.
Aramis.
Aramis. when she freezes, it talks about like you get the cutscene that builds up to Deepstone Crypt, talking about how like they fled to like so you're not aware of the Deepstone Crypt until the end of the campaign, and then they talk about how all of her supporters and Atrax like flee there, and then when you go there, you find that like obviously Atrax and Taniks all sat there and stuff. So
I
it
guess I
kind
missed
of
this
epic story Joe was just talking about.
it's like real
some of that sort of
kind of just like tacked on at the end, but
and so this is
I did quite like how you know it sort of wraps the story up a little bit nicer. Just
right, like there is a
finish rate. I mean, people probably complain because it's a little bit you know.
We have to end really
well. It is somewhat inaccessible if you want a full completion of the final like light versus darkness story that you have to do the raid. But I think
the next set of stories.
That's just in my head. That just makes the most sense.
But like starting
I'd rather it was a raid than just like a callus at the end of Lightfall. You know, like it's cool, but
we'll learn more about the world of Destiny.
I'm not aching to go back and kill Callus again. You know, with a raid, at least you can like it's replayable and stuff. It gives it a bit more longevity.
On the narrative side of the fence than we've even done in the past.
Well,
and also then you don't have to do it like 3 times through on your character and different characters and shit. Do you know what I mean?
Well, so the only other thing that I could think of, and this is something that they did with King's Fall, is at the end of King's Fall, you do technically kill Oryx at the very end, but he ends up like doing something where like puts like the taken energy like more inside of him or something like that. Like he takes it over and then he disappears, right? So you kind of get the conclusion of like I've killed Oryx and he's now escaped to certain, you get the satisfaction of having killed him, but then you actually kill him in the King's Fall raid. Right, so I do kind of hope that wish, at least for the majority of players, that with Lightfall that they do something similar where it's like you still get the satisfaction of killing the witness, but he's technically not dead until you go kill him in the raid.
That would be cool as fuck if there was like some big witness reveal that he's still alive at the end of a raid and you had to kill him, like the OG like Kingsfall Oryx introduction, like when he pops up and he's like, "Hello."
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, I'm more thinking of like the casual average player. Like it would be really unsatisfying to not finish out the story, if you're not going to do the raid. That it would be more satisfying to kill him in the story, but that there's some reason that he's still alive, or maybe like you kill him but his heart is still available in this other area, so you have to go into that other area, which would be the raid, to actually destroy the witness.
I agree. Yeah, I think.
But we'll see what happens.
Do it that way somehow. Yeah.
Interesting. Final Shape was up on Destiny 2 Steam store page, but now it's not.
Oh, really?
Wait, does it say Final Shape or Lightfall? I don't remember.
It's Final Shape.
Is it released already on PS Store?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
But there's 2 options for Final Shape and Final Shape Plus Annual, but Final Plus Annual is not purchasable.
Yeah, it's NA. Interesting. But I probably will end up going to Bungie Store and getting the collector's edition.
Think we can do this the right way.
You can pre-order it now.
And also just for
Plus
something like this,
annual pass.
when you complete the circle of this story that we've been telling, we want to.
But you're now online. Oh my gosh, dude!
And we're talking through just so many of the things that have made this story what it is, but also telling it in a way where if you're coming into the Final Shape as your first experience, you can enjoy.
See how much it is to pre-order. Okay, yeah, no, nothing. I'm just getting errors.
But there's just
whenever I try and look to see. I mean, it's gonna be $100, isn't it?
Almost a decade's worth of Destiny play knowledge.
Right.
Pre-order.
So it kind of sounds like that means I have to.
I'm gonna have to do it because Oz pre-ordered Lightfall, so I'm gonna have to pre-order this one. That's dirty, but it's fine. I'll do it.
We're really excited.
Wait,
you know, Oz will do it himself.
I'm gonna wait like a week or something before pre-ordering so I can get the CD keys pricing.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I'm not gonna do it instantly.
Hey, there's something more.
I'm gonna wait till I get paid at the end of the month, and then I'm gonna do it.
Of the story, right? That is told in the raid. There's a piece that's essential.
Here we go.
but it is definitely not going to be a moment where only Raiders get to see the end of the Light and Darkness saga.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Oh yeah, so he's basically saying what you said, Blake.
So we carefully
What?
skirt around.
I don't know if you're still watching, but Joe Blackburn was basically just saying in the post show that is a piece of the story in the raid. It's not going to be a situation where only Raiders get to see the fight, like the actual end of the story. Like
Yeah.
so it's going to be like Kingsfall or like Deepstone Crypt. You know,
Yeah.
like, the story will wrap up in a satisfying way for non-Raiders, but then Raiders get their extra cool, juicy shit, as well as the fucking armor, which actually looks kind of bang bang with the hive glows and shit. Oz is gonna be pissed that we got more hive stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of with Oz to the degree of like,
Hive shit.
I do like the hive. It just seems like there's so much of it.
Saturated now. Think about it this way, right? Is that last two reprise raids have both been hive centered. The very last dungeon has been hive centered.
And then you hear the pyramid.
It's 3 big pieces of content.
And the subjugator beams in, and it's like
Bro.
sort of
So I bought John the Legacy collection for him.
Is it on sale?
It's on sale for $24. From like $60.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I ended up spending like $100 on that, and it's on sale. Like to get him everything. Like I got him up to speed, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you got him up to speed, you bought Lightfall and stuff like that's probably what added on the cost. But still, the Legacy Edition for 20 quid is banging.
Yeah, I just
That's like what Forsaken. Oh, I guess it doesn't have Forsaken and shit in it anymore because it's all been revised. What's in that then? When I bought the Legacy Edition, I got Shadowkeep, Forsaken.
I think the only thing it didn't include was the stuff for the Last Wish.
Now that we have a palette of these captains where it feels like you're getting these like really meaty sandbox experiences.
Yeah, so
and we know how to
doesn't it say in Forsaken though?
Both the destination and the strike and the mission.
So it included Witch Queen, Beyond Light, and Shadowkeep. It did not include Forsaken. Sorry.
Yeah, because Forsaken's in the vault now, isn't it? So it's not actually being sold.
Yeah.
What I want from these units.
So he had to pay like $20 or something like that to unlock that raid.
It's fucking nuts if you ask me.
Oh no, that is wild. Like that is.
Well, I don't understand how it's not in the free-to-play version. Last Wish.
It's right.
Have to pay for that. It should just be in the free-to-play. They should stick Beyond Light in the free-to-play now as well. Like, come on, how many DLCs have we removed from Beyond Light?
You have to approach them a very different way.
Maybe once Final Shape comes out.
Final Shape comes out, then you can put Beyond Light in free-to-play. Yeah, I guess. What I was hoping to hear more about was like what's going to happen after Final Shape.
No, it's too far.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because when they announced Witch Queen, they announced the names of the next 2 DLCs in Lightfall and Beyond and Final Shape.
That's true.
So it's more like a vision thing, like, hey, this is what we want to do afterwards. But they didn't share anything.
Like a little bit more. Yeah, I would have just liked a little teaser.
I would not be surprised if they didn't talk about anything after the Final Shape until halfway through the Final Shape. Like
this time next year.
Yeah, like I don't think that they will be talking about any of that, and I think it's probably because they want to focus on the Final Shape and this kind of wrapping up their saga or whatever it is. And then
on comms talking through.
But the thing is I don't know if they're going to come out with a Destiny 3 or if they'll just iterate on what they have. And I think that it would be very strange for them to announce a new Destiny. Even though I would really want them to do that and upgrade their systems and kind of whatnot, the fact that we've invested so much money into Destiny, part of me almost feels like I would be upset if, at least if I couldn't bring any of that stuff into the new game. Like, I don't mind if I had to do like new builds and whatnot, but like all of my emotes and all of my, you know, like the armor, the ornaments for the armor and weapons and whatnot, all of that's shaders. Like if I couldn't bring all of that into the new system, I'd be pretty upset.
Like it's Destiny dialed up to 11.
Yeah, because it's not so much like weapons, like you're constantly kind of refreshing the weapons you use most seasons because of like of power creep, right? So you're constantly using a new meta. But like your cosmetics, like your unlocked armor ornaments, like you said, like all of that kind of stuff,
We know we need to make the best
that
of
would
this
suck
moment
to
that we
lose.
have with
Is that?
here. But I think it was really
my dog?
Again, as the VO starts
I'm
to
Mel
come
and
in,
Joe home.
and you're in these missions.
Hey, Jim.
That's like Arcade 6 talking to me. And even I wouldn't say everyone's favorite hunter. I mean, Eris Morn might have.
I'm turning the showcase off and I don't give a fuck
It
anymore.
just really starts to be like, okay, yeah.
As far as the update goes, is there a way to like manually?
Yeah, there isn't, but I don't think it's live yet.
Oh no, the store, the box art is updated for Destiny 2.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
On the store.
At least on the store.
On the game itself, it's still using last season art.
At times, and
in library.
Showcase,
you guys got on Twitter or X?
No, it's all it's the Witch Queen stuff or the season of the Witch.
Sure, yeah.
Look at my YouTube stream.
Let's start with sort of what episodes are.
Oh, are you streaming on YouTube?
I think
What
the
did you
easiest way
say?
to think about episodes is the natural evolution of the season.
Yeah, let me quit Steam then and
Yeah.
relaunch. Maybe
You launch it.
I think we've run seasons for the better part of 3 years at this point.
Can't I see your
and
YouTube?
It has
Oh,
allowed us
wait,
to
no, yeah, I
deliver,
can.
you know, really quality experiences
have to mute you
at a
though.
3-month, you know, very
That's
fast
fine.
cadence. Really move the story forward. I think
As
we've
in
told
it
some great
on the
stories,
stream, because I'm
you know,
on
introduced
Discord.
some new
Yeah, I
characters,
understand.
I think's really moved everything forward. The problem is,
Oh
and if
shit,
we're being
yeah.
honest with
Yeah, no, you're right. It is
ourselves, and I'm gonna be
updated.
honest with
Yeah.
ourselves, we
B.
like we really
Oh, I'm
rise
already
towards
updating.
consistency.
What?
Oz is already complaining about Hive stuff.
Hive
So there's like a whole
Classic.
new Hive season, bruv. Like, oh no, new Hive armor. I'm like, well.
Which is now I think stretched
Okay,
out.
wait, here we go.
I didn't know that you needed to like exit the Steam client.
And change up the delivery cadence.
Usually you don't, but this time it worked for me.
Alongside the final shape.
Let's see here.
We'll start a little bit
Well,
after.
I'm gonna be downloading
Yay!
it for a while.
Yeah, I'm downloading it now. Hooray!
I need to go and log on to my
things really. One that now
Oh, 12 gigs! Oh my god!
12 gigs, what the fuck? Okay, well, I'm gonna go and crack into that now. I got a bit more work to do, lads, so I'm gonna bail. But if you guys are around jumping on the new season or whatever, and I can get on at some point, then I'll hit you up. But if not, I'll catch you some point later in the week.
This sounds good. I technically have let me see here. Oh shoot, I totally forgot that I have a call right now that I need to hop off for. I'm gonna hop off for that now.
Much love, guys. See
All
you.
right, peace out.
Later.
Bye.
It's going to be interesting to about 4 people, so we're not going to do that.
All right, I completely forgot that I have a call, so I'm gonna peace out here. But I'll do a recap video and whatnot. Yay! Peace out, guys.